Welcome to Chokeholds and Chill. I'm Jenn, middle-aged grappler, coffee addict, and proud owner of the world's ugliest armbar.
And I'm Mallory, your training partner who's always laughing, even when being absolutely smashed, submission lover, and early bird fundamentals coach.
Here on Chokeholds and Chill, we dive into the lives of our favorite sparring partners, the highs and lows of training, and what it really means to chase big dreams on and off the mats.
But it's not just about jiu-jitsu. We're here for the laughs, the lessons, and the moments that remind us why we love this crazy sport and this crazy life.
We're here to talk about the good, the bad, and the hilarious, because let's face it, the mat teaches us more than just arm bars and mount escapes.
It teaches us about ourselves and how to navigate through life while being a part of an incredible community of people.
I mean, that's how we met.
Whether you're a seasoned competitor, a white belt finding your footing, or someone who just loves a good story, this podcast is for you.
It's about the roles we take, the people we meet, and the lessons that stick with us both on and off the mats.
So grab your gi, tie your belt tight, and get ready to roll with us.
This is Chokeholds and Chill. Let's get into it.
All right, so welcome to our episode of Chokeholds and Chill. Today we have an absolute badass with us, our friend Bet, a purple belt, a fierce competitor, and all-around inspiration. She recently brought home a bronze medal from IBJJF No-Gi Worlds, and we are super pumped to have her here. Her story, though, is a lot more than just competition. She's dealt with a lot of loss and grief in the past couple of years, took some time off from the mats, and found her way back to jiu-jitsu. She just has a lot of resilience and strength, and we're just excited to talk about her more today and learn more about her. So, Bet, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, hey guys.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys get to hear me yap for a bit. It'll be nice. I'm always excited to share. You guys know I used to do a podcast too, so I enjoy sharing stories and stuff. So, and it's actually been pretty eventful since I came back. So.
Yeah, we're excited to get into it. How are you feeling after No-Gi Worlds?
After No-Gi Worlds, I actually got a lot of motivation. After I came back from Vegas. I didn't really suffer any injuries or anything. Well, actually, I kind of busted my finger a little bit in one of my matches. I forgot about that. But I mean, that's that kind of stuff happens. But I think more than anything, I felt motivated to get back into competition and just start training hard again. And I think I noticed that I was feeling more confident in my training and my rolling and stuff.
But yeah, we like to do a little roll call and talk about something that's going well for you right now, on or off the mat. So it sounds like you've got some good stuff happening. Do you want to share anything in particular?
Yeah, I'd say my social life and my friends and support system here has been really good. And being around my family and taking care of my nephews. That's been great. My job, I really enjoy my job. I'm actually I've been doing investments in crypto and stock, and I'm actually doing pretty well in that too. So
nice.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Get that.
So there's a lot of little successes coming up. And I did my research on the crypto and stock stuff, and I'm I think I actually know how to do this.
That's cool. So any particular mat struggles that you're dealing with, just getting back into jiu-jitsu or post-comp?
Post-comp, my laundry.
Right?
No, that's always a struggle. No, let's see. I think I noticed that at No-Gi Worlds I was feeling a little off, and I wasn't able to pull the trigger as much as I wanted to, and my confidence wasn't quite there. Maybe that's just from being away. Maybe that's just from what I've gone through, and I'm not quite sure, but I'm trying to work through that. And try to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that's been something that's changed. Just like trying to rebuild my confidence in myself. And I actually just started consulting, and I don't know if you guys know Erin Hurley or Erin. She does Train Your Mind. She's like she's a certified sports psychologist.
Okay.
But it's like she works with jiu-jitsu athletes. She's a black belt. Yeah.
I feel like I've heard the name. I'd probably recognize her if I saw her, but
Yeah, and she's been helping me a little bit with the mental side of things.
That's great.
What's one of the biggest takeaways from that so far?
Yeah, I started working with her pretty recently. But I kind of get a little hard on myself in the training room sometimes. I like am shameful sometimes. I don't know, like if maybe like I don't do well, or like you understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
If I miss a pass that was really easy and I get swept or something like silly, like, you know, I get into like these weird, like, you know, non-productive thinking patterns.
Sure.
But, and then she's like helping me find like my triggers, that like kind of make me like start thinking negatively in roles.
Okay.
So it's like working, one of them is like when I'm in competition is like when I feel someone that's like really, really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you just need to like, I know you're strong, like, and like you, as soon as you feel that person, you don't need to like tell yourself that like in your head, you know what I mean? You don't need to be thinking about how strong they are.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's like there's other ways that I could be thinking about the situation that's in front of me. Or even in training, like, you know, instead of like thinking about the mistakes I'm making, and like shaming myself, it's like, oh, like, you know, everybody in here is like making mistakes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not just you, and it's not unique to that day or that round, right? It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you're trying to like get better about learning to be graceful with myself,
yeah,
I think like that's been something new for me since like everything that's happened, because I used to like not be so hard on myself.
Okay.
But yeah, like coming back to the mat, it's just been like, yeah, completely different, which I think we'll talk about a little later.
Yeah, let's go back to the beginning. So how did you first get into jiu-jitsu, and what made you stick around for so long?
I actually was training, this was a long, long time ago. And I was living in Virginia at the time too. I was training in a Muay Thai gym, and our Muay Thai gym got a jiu-jitsu program. And there was only like 5 or 6 of us that were like doing it. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, and I wrestled a little in high school too, so I kind of had a little bit of grappling experience.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is something I really enjoy. And I mean, even though like my training partners are really big and I don't know, like I'm just training with a bunch of big dudes right now. Like that was like my white belt experience.
Same.
I ended up getting like pretty good at it quickly, and I did like compete as a white belt and stuff. Like how soon into my white belt did I start competing? I can't remember.
How old were you? How old were you when you first trained jiu-jitsu?
I was like in my early 20s. So I was like, I think 22. This was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I took some time off, like in between like moving from Virginia to Oregon. I took a little bit of time off in between that too. So. And
then you took a little bit more time off in the recent years after the loss of your mom or your sister and then your mom. What was that like, having to step away from from your sport and move back home to be with family? And then what brought you back to the mat?
Oh man, I Yeah, I took like almost a year off. I think I took like 8 months off or something like that, and it was a really tough time. I didn't really want to be around people at the time, and I was just kind of going through like a lot of things, and I wasn't really in a good place, and I for sure wasn't like coping in the best ways. But you know, I kind of like dug myself out of it, and I was like, you know, kind of working my way out of it for a while, for a couple months. Like I was actually training in a garage, like with one of my friends, because I was like, I don't really want to be around like a lot of people, but I want to train jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of things that I need to do in order to like get to where I can comfortably be on the mats again. So I ended up like, you know, I was like doing grief therapy, and I still do, and I got proper medication, and just like try to change my lifestyle habits a little bit. But yeah, it was hard coming back.
Yeah. And I know Jen and I were talking for a few minutes before we got on with you, but you and I like kind of have like similar timelines in the grief that we've had over the last few years. I know
It's
that like
crazy.
It is crazy, and like we don't really know each other all that well, right? We've only met a few times in person. I feel like we'd be great friends if we were like, if you know, we live near each other.
I know.
But it is like, just like, you know, following you on Instagram and stuff, I'm like, man, like, girl, we fucking went through some shit, and it's so hard, you know, losing people so close to us. And like, I'm probably gonna get like a little choked up, so I'm sorry. But I know like it can really go either way, right? Like you don't want to do anything. You could be like so depressed, and then like sometimes you're like, all right, I need to get out. I know that jiu-jitsu was kind of an outlet for me. Once you were able to like get back on the mats, do you feel like that was healing for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was like, I mean, it sucked at first because I was like, I gained so much weight and I was out of shape, and I was like, damn, this fucking, it hurts.
Yeah.
You know how sore you get like when you're first coming back. I'm like, man,
yeah, you forget.
Everything hurts. And I like, you know, trying to remember the small details of things. Like I felt like I was forgetting like a lot of things, but it all came back. And you know, I've already like lost a significant amount of weight already, and I'm almost back to lightweight, which is like my goal weight.
Nice. That's good for you.
Yeah, so I'm at like middleweight right now, 145, I guess.
Okay.
Did you compete at middleweight at No-Gi Worlds?
No, I did medium heavy, which I'll never do again.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay,
we'll talk about that more later too. But you got a bronze medal at medium heavy.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, those girls are strong. That's what I was like. Those girls are so strong.
Yeah. So physically, yeah. I mean, obviously,
dude, it's crazy.
Different, but mentally, things probably a lot different as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I was just happy to get out there again, and like everybody at the gym, like. Well, like a few of them, not everybody, I would say, but Diego, like my professor, a couple of them are my professors, and like some friends that I actually like knew growing up actually go there. And there's like people there that know like what I've been through, and like, you know, what I was going through when I came back, and they were like fully supportive and like, you know, take your time, and like, you know, I think there's a couple times I like cried a little bit, like because I was just having a lot of anxiety, like you know, I don't know.
I think that comes with the territory too, though, right? Like not only are you coming off of you know, a break, right? But you're coming off of a metamorphosis of yourself at the same time. And then you're going into competition. So it's like a new version of Bet competing, right? Your jiu-jitsu has to be different at this size. You have to think differently about how you do stuff. So in this specific competition setting for the most recent one, were you calm, collected, chill, or were you like, let's fucking go? Like, what did you feel like going into it?
Oh man, usually I'm like, I try to stay calm and collected, and I do my warm up and stuff. I was nervous as hell at No-Gi Worlds, and I was like, man, my nervous energy was through the roof.
Okay.
And I think I actually went into the like, let's fucking go. Like I kind of pushed myself into that territory this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started like hyping myself up so much, and I was like jumping and walking on the side of the mat all tough, like
pounding on your chest.
Yes.
I'm like, this isn't like me, but I'll take it.
Let's fucking go. I love that.
Do you think that helped your performance? Did you feel different competing this time?
Yeah, I felt good in my performance. You know, it wasn't like what I wanted. I felt like, you know, like I was doing jiu-jitsu there, but I felt like my mind wasn't there. Okay. You know, I felt like I wasn't, you know, reacting like I do in the training room. I think that's what people say. That's what I've been trying to talk to Aaron a lot. He's like, I've been, you know, putting what you're doing in the training room and in competition practice onto like, you know, the competition mat. It's like two different things. I feel like I was like I think I was like under I think I was just like feeling all the pressure and stress in the moment, and I couldn't focus on what was in front of me.
Okay. I understand how that feels.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. So
we want to talk a little bit about I forget what year it was. Master Worlds. Last time you went.
2022. It was 2022. I'll never forget it.
I'm very excited to hear this story because I've heard it from Jenn's perspective, but I've never heard it from your
Jesus
perspective.
Christ.
And like, I want to hear this rehashed with both sides of the story. So I'm very excited. So yeah, tell me about the madness.
I don't even know where to start because do we start at the gi part?
Yeah. Start at the gi.
All right. Like I'm like, okay, so the gi I had competed in it like with IBJJF several times. So I was like, I'm good. And this is my gi. You know what I mean? And I didn't pack another gi like an idiot. Like I'm like, which, you know, I should have packed another gi, but I don't think I had room or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Packing's hard.
But
I mean, there's only so much room in a bag.
Yeah.
These
and
are
then
bulky. Yeah.
They're checking my gi, and I guess like he's pinching my bicep, and the gi is like on my bicep, like too tight. And I'm like, are you freaking serious, dude? My biceps are too tight to the gi.
She'd been lifting.
I've been lifting.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
And he's like, yeah, you're gonna have to like, your gi's not like passing the gi check. And I'm like panicking immediately. I'm like, oh my God, my match is in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
you called somebody.
I called Katie. I think I called Heather. I called Katie told me to call Jenn.
Yeah.
So I called Jenn, and she said she was outside by the pool or something.
I was right across the street. So I was staying across the street and I literally like just laid out at the pool. So I had on like shorts and a bikini top. And your phone call comes, or Katie called me and was like, Bet needs a gi. She's like in the bullpen right now. Like, can you help? So I grabbed, it's 110 degrees outside. I grabbed one gi in a gi bag and I threw it on my chest. That was mine. And then I grabbed one of Jesse's gis and threw it on my back. And I fucking sprinted through the Las Vegas Convention Center.
I saw you running from the distance too.
Oh my God.
I was like, she is my hero.
Oh my
I
gosh.
come over and it was like, it fit perfect. It was good. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I made it through. I was like, man, if I get DQ'd, I've never eaten a DQ before. If I get DQ'd over this stupid gi thing, I'm never.
Oh my God.
It was wild.
Wait, so you were sprinting through the convention center in a bikini top?
Yeah.
With
like, 2 gis strapped to me.
The vision in my head is like you running with like a gi, like you're flagging it over your head, like coming through.
It's wild. It's like out of a comic book.
It was crazy.
Oh
it was
my
so
gosh.
and people were looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But that's okay. We got
I just like, I took my gi off right there on the spot. I'm in my underwear.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
my God.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm just in my rash guard. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just took my stuff off right there and changed.
You just dropped it.
That's so
Because I was looking
crazy.
for your coach and he's like, she's over here. And I'm like running. And then you had a great match. And I don't remember, I'm sure you remember the outcome, but continue on because the plot thickens.
Oh man, the plot thickens. So after my match, I hadn't realized that at some point in my match, I had gotten injured because adrenaline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I still to this day don't know where or when or how that happened in my match, but somehow my shoulder got destroyed in that match.
Ugh.
So I start walking and I start feeling real lightheaded. And Heather is like right in front of me, and I just fall over and pass out.
Holy shit.
Apparently, I wasn't awake for this, but apparently she chucked me over her shoulder and she chucked me over her shoulder like a fucking fireman and grabbed my bag and ran. She's running with me now. So Jen's running with the gi that I knew. Now Heather is running with me to a medic table.
Oh my gosh.
I come too. I come too. And I think Katie was, or I don't even remember who was there. I think Jenn, you were there. I think
Heather called me, and it was me and Heather.
Okay, yeah, it was you and Heather, and yeah, I think they thought I had a stroke or something because like I couldn't move my arm.
You couldn't move your arm. You were having a hard time like realizing where you actually were because it's like Master World's in the middle of the convention center with like 8,000 people in there, and you're like
scary,
so confused
crazy.
And obviously in like a lot of pain, but you couldn't articulate where the pain was because it was just so severe.
Yeah. So I get into the back of the ambulance, right? This doesn't even end at the convention center.
It's not even over.
It's not even over. I get in the back of the ambulance. I don't even know if I remember telling you guys about this, but so this lady's first day on the job.
Oh no.
Shut up, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice that you're a part of her story.
I am dehydrated.
Oh no.
And you know, my like fully blacked out sleeve, and like she stuck me probably like 6 times trying to find a vein, and I'm just like screaming. I'm like, dude, I'm in so much pain. She was like, I'm just gonna give you a shot in your bicep, like through the muscle.
Oh my
I'm like, just please get it over with right now. We were outside. I didn't even get to the hospital. We were outside of the back of the convention center trying to get pain medicine to me for like an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and at this point, I think we had your phone maybe. We had all your shit. And I thought we tried to give it to them, but they were like, no. hold on to it.
Oh my
Did they
God.
cut your rash guard off or something too?
Yeah, they cut my rash guard off.
Oh my God.
She was like, if you would have seen Bet was like pale, like in so much pain. And Heather and I are just standing there looking at each other like, what the fuck did we do? Like, we're just trying to be like, hi, we're here.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Wow. Would you say that that's the most exciting?
Whenever someone's like Master Worlds, I just am like, oh my God.
It's like the best. The best and the worst. We can laugh now, but that day was really scary.
Yeah, next time Master Worlds ain't gonna be that bad because nothing can top that.
No.
Wow.
No. That was crazy.
Do you bring 2 gis to every competition now?
I actually haven't competed in the gi since then.
Oh, really? Scarred.
Yeah, I've been a pure no-gi girl since then.
That's hilarious, actually.
I love that.
I think Master Worlds broke me and turned me into no-gi.
That's so funny. Wow. Oh, that's such a great story, though.
It was wild. It was like...
No. I take that back. Actually, I did like a local tournament in Oregon. I think in the gi like once. But that was it.
Funny.
Yeah.
So
I think I only train the gi like once a week now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky.
Everybody always is like, what are you doing?
Like, why are you even in the gi? I don't know. Your game's like really good too.
Yeah.
There's 2 different sports, right?
Yeah, that's what I like to say.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, that was an adventure I will never, ever forget. It's solidified in my mind of
2022 Master Worlds,
Master Worlds. It's like, it's not even like a what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's like, this is
I tell that story all the time. Yes.
Awesome. Oh man. So we're gonna shift gears a little bit, if that's okay. Losing your mom and your sister is something that you probably never ever thought was going to happen. What role has Jiu-Jitsu specifically played in helping you process? Because obviously there's lots of other therapies that you'll go through, but Jiu-Jitsu is different, right? There's no speaking about it. You just do it. So is there anything that's been more beneficial to you from back to training with that process, or how's that going?
Let's see. It's been kind of a mixed bag, really. Like after losing my mom and my sister, I think like my appreciation for jiu-jitsu, like ultimately, like I know that I came back to jiu-jitsu because I love jiu-jitsu, and like I know that they want me to do jiu-jitsu because they love me doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And I will always like carry that with me. So like that's like a huge motivator for me. So that's like something that really keeps me going and like keeps me going on the mats and stuff. And they like were really supportive of me competing and stuff. But I still like struggle with like brain fog. And sometimes like I do struggle with like motivation. And it's just like if I stay consistent, then those things aren't as challenging. Like that's like why I'm trying to like get back more into competing, because that's where I see more success is when I compete like consistently and just training consistently.
If I forget who I was talking to before, but I was talking to my sister, maybe. I don't know. We were talking about grief and stuff, and I mean, you hear it all the time, but like grief comes in waves, right? And like sometimes it just fucking smacks you out of nowhere. And I was thinking about, I'm like, I feel like grief is a lot like jiu-jitsu, where like it can just
it really is.
Like it's like you have to ride the waves, you know? Like you're gonna have times in jiu-jitsu where you feel like fucking shit and like you don't want to be there, you don't want to do anything, and then things are okay for a while. And like just like with grief, like you'd be having a great day and then you like smell something.
Oh man, yeah, it's all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it just fucking smacks you in the face, and like So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, a lot of people can resonate with, going through loss and like feeling those waves of grief and being stuck and, having a hard time getting back to that, I don't know, pre-loss life.
The happy place.
Yeah, like getting back to that place. So, like, do you have any advice that you would give to somebody who's in that spot where they're like, they're deep in the grief, they don't want to do anything, and they're trying to find their way back?
The best advice I can give to someone, I think, is to like really like look inward, and ask yourself, like, is this what I want for myself, or in like what ways can I make this pain easier to sit with? Because like no matter what, you're gonna feel pain and it's gonna suck. My grief is still so fresh, and I still feel pain all the time, and I like, I'm still like going through like some depression, and it's just like a part of it.
Yeah.
But there has to be ways like, to move forward, and it's, I think, like really digging deep inside yourself and asking yourself, what do you want and how can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then like taking action.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that your approach to training and competition is different now because of the last few years, or are you trying to pick up and go back to the place that you actually were before? Is your jiu-jitsu shifting, or do you want it to revert to your old style of game?
It's definitely, I think it's changing. I think like, man, I think I train like the same way that I used to. Like, I think like my schedule and like the way I train is pretty similar.
Okay.
From when I was like at Atos, because we have like, competition class and we have like advanced classes. It's all pretty similar at Diego Bispo.
Yeah.
This is actually the first time that I've actually like had like so many. I have a massive amount of female training partners and like partners my size.
That's awesome.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm talking like sometimes we outrun the men. Sometimes it's crazy.
I love that.
Even in no-gi.
That's awesome.
I think like that's actually been helping me improve a lot.
Yeah.
So I think outside of that, I think nothing's really changed. I don't think, besides just the setting and my training partners and yeah.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing, I think.
Yeah. So what else is going on with your life right now? I know you're in Virginia and you have nieces and nephews, or?
No, man, I got all boys.
All boys. Okay, so you got your nephews. I mean, it must be nice being close to your family and everything, and you have a home gym there. So,
yeah.
So what's the best thing about being back there with your family?
Well, my grandma lives like right across the street from me, so like I freaking and she's like, one of my best friends. I freaking love my grandma.
That's so awesome.
I hang out with her all the time.
That's so great.
Yeah. And my nephews, they come over like on the weekends. So we get to hang out with them. So it's been really enjoyable being around family. I get to surf here, and there's still like places to go. Yeah, there's still places to snowboard. A little ways away too. So Diego's really big into snowboarding, so he's been trying to like get me into that.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I have to get all the gear and stuff, but I think I'm gonna do it.
Did you ever snowboard out west?
Yeah, I did it once.
Okay, it's a lot different back east, so just warn you, because the snow.
I'm not gonna accidentally. I know the snow is totally different.
The snow is not as nice. It's not nice and like not fresh pow.
She's really selling it.
You know what? I'm really sorry. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I learned how to snowboard in New York, and I was like, I'm good. I don't ever want to snowboard again. And then
yeah, it hurts.
And then
it's like the waves out here. The waves are different from the West Coast.
Yeah. So I literally again, the first time I snowboarded like Colorado and Oregon, though, I was like, oh no, this is cool. I'll do this. Like I'm just not fucking going to New York again.
That's hilarious. And
did you ever accidentally go down a black diamond?
Yup, on my ass the whole time.
Oh shit!
I literally just
that's like one of my worst fears.
I literally sat down and just like scooted down the.
I would roll down the whole way. I'm not that good of a snowboarder. I would roll down the whole way, but I hear stories of people accidentally doing that. I'm like, man, that's something I would do. I would totally accidentally go down a black diamond.
Yeah, no, it was awful. It was the worst experience. So, and that was after that. I was like, I don't ever need to snowboard again. It's cool.
No wonder you were hurting.
Yeah, no, fucking worse. It was literally just like ice. It's fine, but
just ice.
It was. We were at Whiteface, and they call it Ice Face. And it really.
Oh, that's awful.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Anyways,
hard pass on that for me.
But that's cool that you've got a lot of things going on out there. Sorry, we went off on a tangent there, but it's cool. I'm glad to hear that you've got that time with your family and your nephews and grandma. Cherish that.
That makes my heart so happy.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So we like to do a little bit of rapid fire questions, if that's cool with you. There'll be some random things, some jiu-jitsu things, Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
We might know the answer to some of these already. We'll start easy though. Gi
all
right, gi or no-gi?
No-gi, obviously.
Shocker.
Yeah, you guys knew that one.
What's your favorite submission?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Oh shit. Okay. I've been really liking the Tarika Plata lately. But I'm a heel hook girly.
Okay, all right. What is your least favorite position to be stuck in?
Bro, bottom side control.
Oh, it's the worst.
I would rather have someone have me in mount.
Yeah, no, side control.
Slide to mount. I will let you slide to mount. Yeah. Get off of me.
Please move to mount.
I can't stand that crossface, bro.
Oh my god, you felt Jenn's crossface?
I love crossface.
It's been a while.
Oh my god, you don't want it.
You feel like your jaw's about to break.
That's the goal.
Awful. Takedowns or guard pulls?
Oh, takedowns.
Cats or dogs?
Oh man, that's another tough one. See, I've been on an Instagram kick of cat videos, like the orange cat videos.
Oh yeah.
But I grew up with dogs, so I think I gotta say dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite hype up song?
Oh man, don't ask me that.
She's like, next.
All right, next.
Oh no. Let's see. I listen to oh my god, this is so hard. I honestly have been listening to a lot of Brazilian rap music. Don't hate on me. This is all Diego's fault.
I was gonna say, I'm immersed in that right now.
Yeah, the D Chris radio goes off. All right, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Put it on at the gym.
I'll send you the playlist. I have like a whole Brazilian playlist. It goes off.
Please send it. I will play it at my morning class.
I'll be dancing in my car.
Yeah,
that's so great. Oh, all right. Last one. If your best friend had to describe you in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Probably goofy, like silly goose, sweet, and honest, I think.
I
don't know.
totally agree with those things.
Yeah, and I think based on chatting with you today, I would definitely add resilient onto that list.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
strong.
Yeah,
Yes.
hell yeah.
Strong.
We love to see it. I love seeing your stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, where can people find you if they want to follow your jiu-jitsu life and journey?
You guys can follow me at it's at Fruit Jitsu, like FRUIT Jitsu.
Perfect.
Pretty easy to remember.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Bet. Well, this has been amazing. I'm so happy to catch up with you. It's been forever. I miss seeing you. I miss having you pop in to train.
Yeah, I do too.
Thank goodness for the internet these days. Otherwise,
yeah, totally.
We can have this.
Yeah, but hopefully you make your way out to visit do a training visit soon.
Yeah. Hey, I might actually be out there in May.
Oh,
sweet! Keep us
surprise,
posted.
surprise.
Yeah, I might. Great.
Might have to swing by.
Yeah, do. I would love to see you.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
We
Thank
appreciate
you
you. Sending hugs and love your way.
Yes.
Yeah, much love to you guys.
All right, girl. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on Instagram at chokeholdsandchillpod or shoot us a message at chokeholdsandchillpod@gmail.com.